This is somebody. Ha 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 ha. Three, two, one. Good evening and welcome to the YouTube channel, How to Get an 800 Credit Score. My name is Lyndon Baptiste and thank you so much for joining our live stream, which is every Wednesday at 8:15 p.m. Central Time. If you're new to this channel, if you haven't already and you're interested in learning how to build credit, how to increase your credit score, how to build credit in order to travel the world for free, get lines of credit, loans, business and personal at the best and lowest payments available. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button and make sure that you hit all the bell notification and select all notifications. That way you will never miss a single video as we make them here on this channel too. Also as well, I want to say a special thank you to all of our 1,246 subscribers that we have right now. It's because of you and because of all of you who watch our videos that we're able to achieve this milestone too also as well. And because we have achieved this milestone of 1,000 subscribers, now we are able to send out notifications to all of you subscribers through the community tab. We're able to post there, we're able to share updates with you there too also as well, and we're also able to accept super chats too. So if you're interested in supporting the channel, we welcome super chats too also as well. And we thank you to all of you who have sent us super chats before in the past too also as well. And if you haven't already, go ahead and join our Patreon. You can become a member too by joining with the link is at the bottom of this video, is also and the bottom of the about section of this channel too also as well. All the links to follow me and join our Facebook group are on the screen, or they're in the bottom of the about section of this channel. To email me, my email address is at the bottom there, as you can see. Also at the about section of this channel too also as well. So I want to say first and foremost a special thank you to Cliff Peters. Cliff Peters, thank you so much for joining and welcome back once again. Good afternoon to you also too, Cliff Peters too also as well. And I want to say a special welcome. Everyone, please give a special welcome to Spence Eccles. Spence Eccles, thank you so much for joining. And good evening, Spence. How are you doing there, buddy? Also, I want to give a special welcome to Janelle, too, also as well. Thank you so much for joining. Janelle, you're a big help here to our live streams, too, also as well. We thank you so much for, everything that you do to support our live stream, including greeting people, recognizing comments. And she always, lets me know if I've skipped anyone too also as well, and she helps to answer questions too also. I also want to give a special welcome to Ronald Anderson. Ronald, how you doing, buddy? And welcome back once again. Thank you so much for joining again, Ronald, too also as well. Ronald says hi to Lyndon and Janelle. Yes, hi, how are you doing, Ronald? Are you working today? Are you driving? I know you are usually driving when you are working, when you are here on the live stream. But I really appreciate you too also as well, that you're able to attend these live streams with us too. And I do want to say make sure that you're safe when you're driving out there. All right, buddy. I also want to give a special welcome to Jimmy Cave. Jimmy Cave, welcome back once again. Everyone, please welcome back Jimmy Cave. Thank you so much for coming back again. Jimmy says, when is your wedding day? Well, Jimmy, we haven't planned a wedding day as of yet. Janelle and I are still, working through some other things that we're, going through right now. So, it will be. It will be. That's what I can say so
Don't
far.
worry, everybody's invited on there.
Janelle says, don't worry, everyone is invited. All you guys are invited to the wedding too also.
No, we want to get our credit worked out, taken care of first, and because I'm on SSI. So
Yeah, Janelle, back there, I don't know if you heard her, she said, yeah, we're trying to work out things with building our credit, and Janelle's getting her credit built, you know, and building up her credit too, also as well.
Good
I
money
mean,
to
she's been
start.
doing a really good job too. Also, I don't know if you guys have seen one of our previous live streams. It's in the playlist called Janelle's Credit Score Boost, and that playlist is a few live streams where we talk about, you know, from the beginning. We start you guys off at the beginning when Janelle first started building credit, her first credit score increase there, and when she got all four collections removed off of her credit report, totally deleted completely from TransUnion. TransUnion credit score shot up to a 770 FICO score, too, also as well. We did a live stream on that too, also. A lot of you were there for that. Ronald Anderson says, I'm in New Jersey, back up to the loading dock, waiting to load, so I get to sit and watch and enjoy the show like everyone else. Awesome, awesome, there, Ronald. Well, that's good. That's good. It kind of makes us feel a little better that you're not driving, you know. But if you were driving, you know, it'd probably be safer to just listen in,
Like we do.
you know. But that's good to know that you know you're in a stationary, you know, position right now. So that kind of makes us feel better that you know you're safe. All right. Also, Janelle says, awesome and good to hear that you're sitting and watching us at Ronald Anderson. Jimmy Cave says, maybe I'll meet a good woman at your reception. LOL. I mean, who knows? You know, who knows who's going to be there at the reception? You know, but all Janelle and I can say is that one day, although we have not planned a date, an official date yet for a wedding, we you know, we do say one day. It will be one day, you know. Like I said, there's things, you know, we're building our credit right now. And if you guys have watched that video that we made, it's a live stream on how to get your credit ready for buying a house. That's a great video that you guys should check out too, also as well. And what credit score is needed to buy a house. Those two videos we made in full detail. You know, very informational, talking about, you know, how you should prepare for building a house. I mean, not building a house, for buying a house. You know, the things that you need to do, you know, with your credit and everything. You know, you just don't want to go ahead and apply for a mortgage without first building up your credit first. Okay, and there's things you need to do not only with your credit, but with your debts. You know, you want to make sure you have a strong handle over your debts too, because they do take into account what is called a DTI ratio. And I'm not talking about, you know, your credit utilization that we talk about a lot here in these live streams. I'm talking about debt to income ratio. Okay, that needs to be, you know, within a certain range in order for them to approve you for a mortgage. Okay, and you don't want to just get approved for a mortgage. You want to get approved for the lowest possible rates that you can get on a mortgage. All right, now let me get back to these comments here, so that way I don't get too far behind here. D. Anderson, everyone, please give a warm welcome to D. Anderson. D. Anderson, welcome back. You know, I really liked the videos you've been making about credit. You know, I've been watching every single video you've been making. Janelle and I have been watching those videos, and there's some really great content there in your videos, and we really appreciate you too, also as well. Even though we don't get a chance to comment on any of your videos, you know, really enjoy it, and every time we watch your videos, we always give you a thumbs up too, also as well. So thank you so much for that. D. Anderson says, greetings and respect to all. I'm here paying 3 cards in full. I have 15 cards. Each account has a purpose. 1 car loan, 3.9%, U.S. Bank, 1 personal loan, Navy Federal Credit Union, my Jewelers Club cards, all from major banks. Yes, that's the Don of credit right there. D. Anderson, guys. D. Anderson makes a lot of great videos. You can definitely go to his channel. by clicking on his name here in the live chat, D. Anderson. Click on go to channel, and when you get there, you want to subscribe and hit the bell notification there too also as well. And I noticed he did say something about the big banks. That is, very important. And we're going to touch up on that too also in this topic of today's live stream also as well. All right. Also, everyone, please give a warm welcome to Luis Mejia. Luis Mejia, how you doing, buddy? Glad to see you back again. Welcome back. Luis says hello. Good night. I have a question. Okay, Luis, definitely let us know that question. Everyone, also please give a warm welcome to Jonathan Upshaw. Jonathan, how you doing? Welcome back to you. I'm glad to see you back here in a live chat once again. Jonathan says, the evening live stream family and community, what is the topic for today? Well, basically the topic, Jonathan, is how to get an 800 credit score. How many cards should I get? And too many credit cards. Basically, what we're saying is, what is too many credit cards to have? Okay. And how many credit cards? What is too many credit cards to get? And what we're talking about when we're saying too many credit cards, we're talking about basically how to get excellent credit. Okay, so the shortest way for me to say it was how to get an 800 credit score, kind of bringing us back around to our theme of our YouTube channel, how to get an 800 credit score, too also as well. So that is our topic for today, Jonathan. Everyone, please give a warm welcome to Pink Lady Barber. Pink Lady Barber, welcome back. Really appreciate you too also as well. Thank you so much for joining. Pink Lady says, hello, family. Yes, hello to you too, Pink Lady. Luis Mejia says, those trade lines like My Jewelry Club, Ox Publishing, or DCH Direct. Okay, I think you meant to say New Coast Direct, right? Effect to chase 524 rule? Question mark. Okay, Lewis, basically, what the chase 524 rule, and we did make a live stream topic about the 524 rule. You can look that up in the search bar here on our channel. But to answer your question there, Lewis, the Chase 524 rule basically says that you cannot have 5 accounts opened within the last 24 months. Okay, that's credit cards. They're talking about credit cards. They're also including that in the equation. So basically, to answer your question there, My Jewelers Club is a credit card. Okay, it's a revolving account, thus making it a credit card on your credit report. Okay, Ox Publishing is also a revolving account. It is a credit card too also as well. And New Coast Direct is also a revolving account. So those 3 trade lines are all revolving credit. Therefore, they are included in the 524 rule, and they are counted too also as well. So say if you opened up a My Jewelers Club, say in October 2018, that will be counted. If you opened up a Ox Publishing on New Coast Direct trade line in say January this year, that will be counted in the 524 rule. Okay, 524 rule basically, they're talking about credit cards, and they don't care what bank is coming from. It does not have to be from a big bank. It could be First Premier, First Progress. It could be, Amazon credit card. It could be any credit card, okay, from any bank. They don't, have no, it's no, what do you call? They don't discriminate. Yeah, that's the word I want to know. That's the word I want to say. They don't discriminate between banks when it comes to the 524 rule on where that credit card came from. Okay, it could be a Fingerhut credit card. That Fingerhut is a credit card too. After you graduate to the revolving account, it becomes a credit card. Okay, So you definitely want to take that into consideration. If you feel, unsure about any of this, you can definitely give Chase a call, and you can definitely verify that with them, and let me know if they give you any contradicting information or answers. Definitely let me know in a comment, or you can email me too, also as well. Alrighty. D. Anderson says, thank you very much. You're very welcome, D. Anderson. Jason Van Hughes, everyone, please give a warm welcome to Jason Van Hughes. Is glad to see you back again. Jason is doing big things, people, and we're definitely going to let you know more about that. We're glad to see you back once again, Jason, and everyone, please give a warm welcome to Jason Van Hughes. Jason says, what up, big brother, man? I close on Friday. Yes, awesome, congratulations, Jason, for that close. That's a major move there that you're making. So everyone, please say congratulations to Jason Van Hughes for closing on his on a big deal. What's that, Janelle?
You didn't make an announcement on that part, so go ahead.
Yeah. Janelle was reminding me that we are going to be having Jason Van Hughes here on the show, to also as well to speak on that. We don't have a date and a time yet because we were waiting for him to close on that deal. Alrighty. So let's see. Luis Mejia says, hello, Miss Leone. Jason says, dang, man, I didn't get a notification. Sorry about that, Jason. Okay, let's see what else. Pink Lady Barbara says hello. Janelle. Okay, Linda. Everyone, please give a warm welcome to Linda Castaneda. Linda, how you doing? Welcome back. It's glad to, have you back once again. It's always a pleasure, Linda. Thank you for joining us. Okay, so let's see. Do we have any? Okay, Bodyguard 856. Everyone, please give a warm welcome to Bodyguard 856. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate you, Bodyguard. Bodyguard says, what's up, guys? Luis Mejia says, okay. All right. And Luis says, I'll let you know. Positively Positive. Everyone, please say hello to Positively Positive. Positively is a new person here in our live chat. We're definitely glad to have you, Positively. Thank you so much for joining us. Since this is your first time, I just want to let you know that you're always welcome here. You can comment as little or as much as you like. If you see any questions in the comments that you just would like to answer, go ahead and take a swing at it. You can answer any questions as much as you like too also as well. So everyone, please say hello to Positively Positive. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining us too also as well. And everyone also, please say congratulations to Jason Van Hughes on his closing is coming up soon. All right. Jason Van Hughes says, to my surprise, my mortgage inquiry only dinged me 2 points. Oh, okay. Awesome. Well, that's not too bad. I mean, we definitely want to ask you a whole lot of questions about that, Jason. And, that's why we're waiting for you to close on that deal. And as soon as you close on that deal, then we can have you up here on this show and do a full interview with you. So people, this will be a lot for us that we can learn from Jason Van Hughes. Okay, Jason Van Hughes is closing on a mortgage very soon, in a few days actually. So we're gonna have him here on this show, but we're waiting for him to close on the deal. Okay, we're gonna be learning a lot from his experience, and he's going to be telling us what he went through. So this is, some things that you will be having to expect, if you also are planning on applying for a mortgage in the future. Okay. Everyone, please give a warm welcome to JD Colon. JD Colon, thank you so much for joining and welcome back. JD Colon says, hey. Everyone also, please give a warm welcome to Bob. From Cakeology. Bob, how you doing, buddy? It's good to see you back once again. Really appreciate you too also as well. I watched your last video that you made. Was it was some great content there too also as well, and I like all the info that you give about business credit. So everyone, Bob has his own YouTube channel. It's called Cakeology, and he talks about how to build business credit for your business. If you plan on starting a business in the future, or maybe you already have a business and you're looking to build business credit, he, is definitely is the YouTube channel that you want to check out. Just click on his name here in the chat and click on go to channel, and then click on subscribe to his channel and hit the bell notification too. So that way you'll be able to see all the videos as he makes them too. Also as well, some great content there. Bob says hi to everyone. Everyone, please say hello to Cakeology. Janelle says hello and welcome to our live stream at Positively Positive. Okay, awesome. Good interaction here in the live chat. Bodyguard 856 says just signed up for My Jewelers Club 5K in primary trade lines. Can't wait for it to post to the bureaus. Yes, that My Jewelers Club is really heavy on your credit report, because it definitely helps with your utilization, keeping your utilization low because of the high $5,000 credit limit that they offer. My Jewelers was one of the first trade lines that I opened up on my credit report when I first started building credit in October. And the $5,000 credit limit, it did a lot for me. I mean, after like a couple of months or so, my credit score just shot up too. And, I was brought from the 500s introduced to the 600s. So My Jewelers is definitely, a good thing to have on your credit report, as well as New Coast Direct. I got the New Coast Direct too also as well. And, with that $10,000 credit limit added on to my credit profile, definitely helped out a lot too also. JD Collins says, no, Cakeology says hi to Janelle. Glad to be here. Glad. Okay. JD Collins says, so we're talking about having too many credit cards. Yes, we are. We're talking about having too many credit cards, JD Collins, and how to get an excellent credit score, 800 credit score, what have you, and too many credit cards. All right. I'm going to get into the topic in probably just another second here. I'm just going to try to get caught up in the comments. And as we're going over the topic, people, feel free to comment. I can definitely recognize your comment. If you have a question, I can definitely get to your question too also as well. Okay, Janelle says, glad to see you here also, Bob. We've been watching your videos. Been very good and awesome and great information. Bob says, appreciate all of you. Would be happy to help in anything you need. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that, Bob, too, also as well. JD Collins says, well, I just got my 9th card, I think. You think, JD? Oh, you know. Well, a lot of it depends on where we're at, in our credit building experience too also as well. But I'm going to get into today's topic because I know a lot of you are starting to get impatient, but that's okay. I'm going to start off the topic. So all basically,
right, more popped up. Go ahead.
Okay, Janelle's going to keep track of the comments for me here. So basically, today's topic, we're talking about how to get an 800 credit score. How many credit cards should I have, or should you have? What is considered too many credit cards? Okay, so that's going to be what we're talking about here tonight. So basically, the first point I want to make about that is that, I've never seen a set number of how many credit cards is too many. I've seen people with 30 credit cards on their credit profile and with an 800 plus credit score too also as well, And then I've seen people with like 2 credit cards on their credit profile too also. Okay. So the one important thing is to know where you're at, in your credit. Are you in the credit building stage? Are you in your first year of building credit? Are you in your second year of building credit? Okay. And where you're at as far as what is your credit score? Okay. Because that all makes a big difference, and that will determine or tell you how many credit cards you should be applying for within a year or every year. Okay. If you have a higher credit score, in the 700s, then you can apply for a credit card, one credit card every 4 months. Okay. But if you're, in the lower, say you're in the 600s and you have a low credit score, then you don't want to apply for too many credit cards in a short period of time. To also as well, how many inquiries should you have? Well, we also covered that in a live stream topic and previously in the past too. Also, basically, I would say no more than 5 inquiries in 2 years. Okay, basically is how many inquiries that you should have. Okay, that is the most actually, not how much you should have, but that is the most that you should have. All right, so it's important to know. Think about where your credit score is right now. Also think about, is this your first year building credit, or are you in the second year building credit? And then you can, figure out how many credit cards should you have or should you be applying for. All right. And you don't want to, the first point I want to mention is that you don't want to, as far as cash back and travel mile points is concerned, you don't need to be too concerned about that when you're first starting out building credit. Okay, your first year of building credit, you don't want to be too concerned about that. Okay, because you really want to mainly focus on increasing your credit score, building up your credit profile within your first year. Okay, and also a lot of the cash back and travel miles. Points, credit cards, those, a lot of them will be out of reach for you when you're just starting to build credit. Okay. And if you're setting up your credit profile properly, then you want to definitely leave as many slots open as you can in your credit profile for Chase cards. Okay, the reason why I say Chase cards is because, Chase, for one, is a big bank. And we're going to get into the big banks here and why they're important here, too, also within this topic. But you want to leave openings in your credit profile for Chase cards. Okay, you want to try to go after those first. Okay. And then you want to go after an American Express card. Preferably maybe the American Express Blue Cash preferred. American Express Gold is pretty good too, as far as for rewards and things like that. But you don't want to be too concerned about cash back and travel miles points in the beginning when you're first starting to build credit. Okay, that will come later on. Also, the second point I want to make here is that you don't need a lot of credit cards to get excellent credit or, a high credit score. Okay, that you don't need. You don't need a lot of credit cards on your credit profile. Okay, a prime example of that is Janelle right here sitting next to me. If you watched the previous live stream that we made, where we talked about her good credit news, and we showed her FICO score on the screen with TransUnion. Her FICO score is 770. And how many accounts do you have open, Janelle? Oh, okay. She wrote it down for me because I can't remember all of them. She has a Amex authorized user, First Premier authorized user for me, a self-lender loan, a Credit One credit card, and a Fingerhut credit card. Okay, so she has, according to the Chase 524 rule, she has four credit card accounts. Okay, because they don't count the self-lender. Okay,
Don't play
So
dirt.
that's a prime example. She has a 770 FICO score. Okay, and she doesn't have like 10 credit cards open, 15 credit cards open, not even 8 credit cards open. So you don't really need all of that, okay, to get a high credit score. I know that there's a lot of temptations out there. I've been getting a lot of offers, in the mail. Janelle's been getting a lot of offers in the mail too, also to apply for this and apply for that too, also as well. But you do want to keep in mind, okay, as you open up credit cards, you start applying for more credit cards, you're adding on new accounts, okay? Not only that, but some of those credit cards could actually incur you a hard inquiry, okay? So you're losing points by getting hard inquiries, and also you're also losing points by adding on new accounts, okay? And you're lowering your age of accounts too, also as well. So you're losing out twice. That's two ways that you're losing right there. Okay, so it's really had I had when I think about it, how I went about building my credit profile, if I had started out with maybe only 2 credit cards, I could have probably had the same high credit score that I have right now, and maybe even higher. Okay, maybe even higher. So that's my second point there, that you don't need a lot of credit cards to get excellent credit and a high credit score. Okay, you can start with 2 credit cards, and you can keep those credit cards for say a year or two, and then build up your credit profile. Then go ahead and shoot for those chase cards. Get those chase cards. So you definitely want to have those first. All right. So that's very important. I'm just gonna pause the topic for a second so I could go through the comments here. Janelle, I must have missed a lot, huh? Let's see, what did I miss here? Okay, I think I kind of. Wow. Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah. D. Anderson says technically I have 16 credit cards. I believe he's saying. I believe you're saying 16, D. Anderson. Sunday just added Amex, Hilton, Honors. Okay, yeah, that's awesome, D. Anderson. Well, if you have a high credit score like D. Anderson has, I mean, you can do all of that. But if you're like just starting to build up credit, and just in the new to credit building stage, I should say. You don't want to apply for a whole lot of credit cards, okay? D. Anderson's been building credit for a while. He has established a credit profile, I believe, for at least over 2 years, I believe. D. Anderson, if I'm wrong, definitely let me know. But see, D. Anderson, his credit score, if he applies for, one credit card every 4 months, it's not going to really hurt his credit score that much. Whereas someone else who had just started building credit, it can lose a lot of points by doing that, by applying for the same amount of credit cards in the same span of time. Okay. Jason Van Hughes says, Linda and I have come to the realization I will never have a Chase credit card because I can't go 2 years without getting a new one. I hear you, Jason, but you definitely want to try to go to the garden, try to get to the garden and stay there. I call it, I'm marinating my credit, what I do is when I get a lot of these credit card offers in the mail, pre-approval for this and pre-approval for that, a lot of them I just take them and throw them in the trash, because I don't need the temptation to pick them up, look at them, think about them, read them, and then be like, oh, get excited about them, and then go ahead and put in an application. I don't want to do that, okay? Jason says it's 5 and 2 years, and that's impossible. Well, I guess it is difficult, Jason, but, it's just something that you just need to try to do, try to see if that works out for you, like what I do. Like when you get a lot of offers in the mail, you could throw them away, or you could put them somewhere where you can't, easily access them. I should say your emails. You get emails from them. A lot of them emails I get from them, a lot of them I delete them. Okay, because I don't need them. I really don't need them unless it's like an approval from Chase. Saying I'm approved for the Chase Sapphire Preferred or something like that. Which I know it's not gonna be. That's not gonna happen for a while. Okay, because I'm still in 524 jail right now. So I got a while before I can get out of that 524 jail. So a lot of those emails I just delete them. Let's see what else we have here. Everyone, please give a warm welcome to Juan Martinez. Juan Martinez, welcome back. It's a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for joining. Juan says, "Hey everyone, does My Jewelers do a hard inquiry?" Juan, yes, they do. They do a hard inquiry. Okay, they check your credit report, do a hard inquiry. You will see it. You should see it on your credit report. Okay. Okay, let's see. Any others? A lot of great interaction here in the live chat, by the way. That's great. People keep it coming. That's awesome. It helps out with the algorithms and YouTube. Let's see what other. Okay, Pink Lady Barber says, "I am torn between the Amex Gold and the Blue Cash Preferred." Yeah, I can see why you're torn between the two, Pink Lady Barber, because Amex Gold, has some great rewards. Blue Cash Preferred, Janelle and I was just talking about that. The Blue Cash Preferred would be even better for us than the Amazon store card, because we don't really shop that much on Amazon, but we're always in Walmart buying groceries, buying paper towels, toilet paper, et cetera, all kinds of stuff from Walmart. So, we looked at the Walmart credit card. We said, no, there's no way we're only going to get 1% cash back, or even 3% cash back by shopping at Walmart.com. We think the better way to go, it would be the Amex Blue Cash Preferred for that purpose, But our plan is to get the Chase cards first, maybe the Freedom Unlimited first, and then after that we'll go pick up a American Express card, and the one we're going to pick up is the American Express Blue Cash Everyday card, because that gives 6% cash back on groceries up to $6,000, and after that it goes down to, I believe, 3%. I'm not sure. I think it's 3%. So that would be a better deal. And the Amex American Express, since they offer high credit limits, we would only need a $5,000 credit limit to get approved for the Chase Sapphire Preferred, which will be the next Chase card we're setting ourselves up with. And then that would be 2 down in the Chase trifecta that we're shooting for. And then the third one we're going to shoot for is the Chase Ink. Okay. Because the Chase trifecta, from what I've been learning, is that it's something that you definitely want to get. The Chase trifecta, meaning the 3 Chase cards, the Chase Freedom Unlimited, or the Chase Freedom, Chase Sapphire Preferred, okay, and the Chase Ink. Okay, those 3 cards work very well together. Okay, you can definitely maximize your rewards with those 3. And that will complete the Chase trifecta too, also as well. If you travel a lot, then you want to shoot for the Chase Sapphire Reserve. But if you don't travel that much, as Janelle and I don't, the Preferred is a lot better. Bob says you will need a minimum of 3 credit cards and other installment loans like Self-Lender. With this combo, you can get really close to an 800 score over time. Yes, definitely, Bob, for sure. Let's see, what else do we have here? Pink Lady says, has anyone done Experian Boost? I have, Pink Lady. The most I have gotten points is, I think I gotten 4 or 6 points was the most credit score boost I got from Experian for that. And one was for my cell phone bill. and the other one was for our internet bill. Okay. D. Anderson says, I'm past 524 LOL, but I have a checking and saving with Chase. Yes, that's awesome there, D. Anderson. Good way to build up a relationship with Chase by opening up an account first. Awesome, awesome. So that way, when you're out of 524, then you can start going for the Chase cards. D. Anderson says 4 years. Yeah, so I knew D. Anderson. I knew you've been building credit for a while. So a lot of times when D. Anderson says, yeah, just got approved for this Amex and or this card or that card, what you guys got to realize is that he's been building credit for 4 years. Okay. Now, someone new to credit might say, well, okay, well, if he could do it, I can do it, right? But that's not the case. You cannot just go out and start applying for credit like that, like he does, because if you're new to building credit, you want to kind of marinate your credit. You want to get all the credit cards that you're going to get at the same time. Okay, you want to get them at the same time. Literally, quote, at the same time, end quote. Okay, because they will all age together. Okay, and your credit score will rise better that way than if you say you added My Jewelers today and New Coast Direct next week, and then Hutton Chase the week after, and then Ox Publishing 2 months after that. That's not good because that will hurt your credit score. Okay, that's also adding too many accounts in a short period of time, which will also hurt your credit score. Okay, and actually that's too much if you ask me. When you're first starting to build credit, that's still too much. Well, how many credit cards do you need? Well, you only need two. You only need two credit cards when you're first starting to build credit. Okay, that could be two secured credit cards. Preferably, you want to get those two secured credit cards from big banks. Okay, the reason why you want to get them from big banks is because they will set you up in a position to get a credit card with better rewards after that card graduates. Okay. Janelle says, that's good. I'm considering to get Chase credit card in a few months. D. Anderson. D. Anderson says, restated after divorce 9/1/15. Oh, sorry to hear that, D. Anderson. Restated. Restarted, you mean? Do you mean restarted or restated? Okay. Jason says, my wife just hit 788 FICO with only 2 credit cards and 2 store cards and 0 installment loans, but her credit report is really clean. Yeah. So, there you have it. She only has 2 credit cards, 2 store cards, and she doesn't even have any installment loans either. Okay. But like, as Jason said, her credit report is really clean. Okay. So, but I mean, that's just, proof, right there. I mean, how much proof do you need besides that? I mean, she only has 2 credit cards, 2 store cards. Okay. Janelle has 4 accounts altogether. 2 of them are authorized users. Okay. How much more proof you need than that? She has a 770 FICO score. Okay. Jason just said his wife has a 788 FICO score. And she doesn't even have an installment loan on her credit report. So how much more proof do you need than that? People, you don't need a whole lot of credit cards to start building credit with. Okay? I know I'm a bad example, people, because I have almost 20 accounts on my credit profile. But the thing is, when I first started building credit in October, I did not know how to build credit. Okay? For me, it was learn as I make mistakes kind of thing. Trial and error kind of thing, But if I did not have as many credit card accounts on my credit profile as I have right now, my credit score would have been a lot higher than a 746. Okay? It would have probably been maybe I don't know, maybe 780 or 770 as high as Janelle's is, or maybe 790 or so. Okay, so you got people. You don't need a whole lot of accounts to get a high credit score and build a strong credit profile. Facts. D. Anderson, I'm in 524 jail till 2020, but Chase will work around you once you have a relationship with them. Yes, that's very true. Also, another thing is I heard if you go into one of their branches and try to apply for a Chase card, you have better chances that way also. Okay, so hopefully I didn't miss anything else. Pink Lady says, I will get my next Chase card when my card is almost a year. Awesome. Good plan there, Pink Lady. Good plan. I think you already have one of the Chase cards. Don't you have the Chase Freedom, I think it is? Well, that's good. I think your next Chase card is probably going to be like the Chase Sapphire Preferred. Am I right? Okay. JD Colin says that makes no sense. My experience has been sitting at 770 for months. No matter what I do, still not getting that boost. Okay. The good interaction there. Okay, D. Anderson says restarted. Okay, I have to back up to that comment there with D. Anderson. So he had restarted it. Okay, so you started building credit, and then you restarted building credit again. Is that right? Okay, Cornell, Mr. Mentor Freeman. Everyone, please say hello to Cornell, Mr. Mentor Freeman. I think he was the first person to leave a comment. He left a comment before we started the live stream. Okay. But thank you so much for joining, Cornell. Everyone, please say hello to Cornell, Mr. Mentor Freeman. Cornell says, I'm here driving and listening. Awesome. I really appreciate that, Cornell. Everyone, please give a warm welcome as well to Sneaky25. Sneaky, welcome back. Good evening, Sneaky. How you doing, buddy? Glad to see you. Okay. So, back to our... So, basically, if you're just coming into the live stream, the 2 points that we went on our topic for tonight's live stream is how to get an 800 credit score, how many credit cards should I have, and what is too many credit cards? Okay, or how many is too many credit cards? That's our topic tonight. Okay, basically the idea of the topic is to say or point out how many credit cards you should have or how many credit cards you need to get an excellent credit score or an 800 credit score. Okay, so that's basically our topic, and you didn't miss too much. You just missed 2 points that I had pointed out. Where the first one was, don't worry about cash back and travel miles, points, rewards cards when you're first starting to build credit. What you need to be focusing on is paying all your payments on time, keeping your credit utilization low, things like that. Okay, that's what you need to be focusing on. Also, you need to be focusing on as well as if you have any negative derogatory items on your credit report, including collections or late payments or anything like that on your credit profile, you need to start disputing those. You need to work on your personal information on your credit profile too, also, as well, as far as if there are any misspelled or variations of your name or names that are there that are not yours, social security numbers there that are not yours, wrong dates of birth, wrong, anything, information that is not accurate. Okay, that's what you need to be focusing on when you're just starting to build credit. All right, getting your pay for delete letters together. If you want to send those out to the creditors and letting them know, hey, I'll pay this debt, if you will delete it. Basically, is what a pay for delete letter is saying. And if they agree to that, they send you that in writing, and you go ahead and pay them. And they will get it removed off your credit report. All right. So that's what you need to be focusing on right now. You don't need to be focusing on cash back, travel cards, anything like that. A lot of those cards, if you try to apply for them and you're new to building credit, you just started building credit, you know, a lot of times you will be denied. They will straight up, flat out deny you. Okay, then you will end up with hard inquiries that you don't need to have on your credit report. Okay, so the second point of this topic was you don't need a lot of credit cards to get excellent credit or to get a high credit score. You don't need a lot of credit cards. You can do it with 2 credit cards. Okay, you may even be able to do it with 1 credit card too. All right, as long as you keep that credit card. All right, say if you build credit for 2 years with 2 credit cards, you know, your credit score can be just as high as someone with a 780 credit score, okay, or a 785, 770. It can be in that range with two credit cards, okay. And a lot of the reasons why people don't have a credit score 780 or 790, you know, within their first 2 years of building credit is because maybe they simply have too many credit cards. Maybe they have a lot of credit cards. Okay, and believe it or not, yes, that 30%, you know, of credit usage is heavily weighted on your credit score as far as the way they calculate your credit score. Yes, that is true. But people, you got to remember there are other factors in calculating your credit score, not only the 30% utilization. Okay, so yeah, if you add a credit card that's $10,000 credit limit. Yeah, you add a credit card that's $15,000 credit limit or $5,000 credit limit. Yes, that helps your utilization. But what if your utilization is already at 0 or 1% already, and it's been that way like month after month? And by you adding on another credit card, all you're doing is actually hurting your credit score, bringing it down because 1, you're lowering your age of accounts. 2, you're inquiring more hard inquiries. Okay, you're getting another hard inquiry added on there too. You're lowering your average age of account. So yeah, that $10,000, it may sound good. It may look good on paper. But if your utilization is already at 0 or 1% before you apply for the card, why do you really need that card? How is that helping you? It's just going to bring your credit score down. That's what it's going to do, because you're going to lower your average age of accounts. Okay. So that was my second point, that you don't need a lot of credit cards to get excellent credit or a high credit score. Okay. And the third point that I'm going to make here in regards to this topic is building a strong credit profile is very, very important, people. It's very important. People with a strong, here's one phenomenon. Okay. You guys probably heard about this a lot, or you probably seen this situation a lot. Okay. That people with a strong credit profile and lower credit scores, they get approved for things, for more things. Okay, they can get approved for something, whereas someone with a high credit score and a poor credit profile can get denied for the same thing. Okay, the same credit card. Okay, what I'm saying is if 2 people apply for the same credit card, okay, one person has say a 750 credit score, and one person has a 680 credit score. It's possible that that person with the 750 credit score can get denied, okay, and get a hard inquiry too. But this person with the 680 credit score could get approved for that same credit card and has a lower credit score, 70 points lower. Why? Why is this phenomenon happening? Why is this happening, you might ask, Lyndon? Well, basically, one reason why is because one person has a stronger credit profile than the other one. Okay? The one with the 750 credit score maybe has a weaker credit profile. Okay? The one with the 680 credit score has a much stronger credit profile than the person with the 750 credit score. Okay? And actually, and also those a lot of people with high credit scores, but poor credit profiles. Not only do they get denied credit more, but they get less benefits. Okay, less benefits such as cash back, travel miles, points, etc. Okay, so basically, that's due to not having a strong credit profile. Okay, so basically, a strong credit profile. What I would define as a strong credit profile, okay, is a lot of those credit cards from the big banks, they tend to build credit better. Okay, better than credit cards from non big banks. Okay, I'm not knocking my jewelers. I'm not knocking Hutton Chase. I'm definitely not knocking First Premier because I have a First Premier. Okay, I'm not knocking any credit card that's not. I'm not knocking the Pedal card or any other of those cards that's not from the big banks. Okay, all I'm saying is that credit cards from big banks, they build credit a lot better. Okay, and they set you up in a position to get benefits. So a lot of those cards graduate, and a lot of those cards they graduate to credit cards that offer points and rewards and things of that nature too also as well. Okay, so you definitely want to focus on when you're building credit. Try to get credit cards from big banks, even if they're secured credit cards. Aim for that from the big banks. Like you have Bank of America, U.S. Bank, Capital One, Discover. Aim for those. And if you have a hard time or difficulty getting approved for those, you could definitely try like an Open Sky. Okay, Open Sky secured credit card. Okay, when you first starting to build up your credit and things like that. But you want to focus on the big banks' requirements. Okay, they have websites. You could go on the pre-approval sites to also and find out, whether or not you can get pre-approved for, one of their credit card offers. And then go ahead and apply for a secured credit card from that bank. Okay, Citibank is great. Citibank, Discover is good too. There's kind of mixed opinions about Capital One, however. I just watched a video the other day from Credit Shifu, and he says, Capital One is a great credit card. The Capital One Platinum MasterCard, I believe, is a good credit card to start building to start building credit with, and should be one of your first 5 credit cards. Well, I don't know. We kind of did a live stream topic about that, and we took a vote, and it was like a unanimous vote, and everyone decided Janelle should not accept that Capital One Platinum MasterCard. And I kind of agree, too.
Capital One.
Yeah. And I agree, she should wait until, for better offer or, wait for that Chase card, The Discover, however, that he mentioned in the video, the Discover card, yeah, I think that, would be better. Even though Discover does not, upgrade to any other card, like the Capital One can upgrade. Okay. I still believe that Discover is way better than the Capital One Platinum MasterCard too also as well. And another thing, the Capital One hits you with so many hard inquiries. I mean, you wouldn't even believe it. A lot of hard inquiries just from one application, multiple hard inquiries.
And how many did you have from that?
Okay. Like I have at least 3
or 4.
3 or 4. I have at least 3 or 4 hard inquiries from Capital One, and I only applied for them one time. Okay, when I first started building credit. Okay, so that's another reason I just don't like the Capital One at all. And, you know, a lot of people have told me, yeah, they take too long to upgrade you. Some people say they stopped upgrading people. I don't know. I don't know, guys. You know, I don't know which is, you know, the most accurate information as far as that is concerned. Okay, let's see. I'm going to check in the comments and see if I missed anything here.
You did. You missed a lot. Quite a few.
Janelle says I missed quite a few. But I'm going to backtrack here and see exactly what did I... Okay, I stopped at Sneaky 25, right, Janelle? Yeah. Okay, so let's see where we're at. Okay, Janelle says, let's hit that thumbs up if you haven't already. Yes, people, hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. It definitely helps out the channel, helps spread the video out to more people. D. Anderson says, LOL, my first card was in 1995. Core States Bank MasterCard in 1997. American Express Optima. Capone Visa Platinum 1998. 2015 started over after during divorce. I did it. Thumbs up, paid no one. Awesome. Good job there, D. Anderson. Good job. Great job on that. And D. Anderson cleaned up his credit reports all by himself without paying any credit repair agency.
Took him a long time to do that, but he did good.
Yeah, he did a good job. Awesome. Bob says, guys, I have over 25 credit cards and an 830 credit score. The key is to space out your applications, pay off your balance in full every month. Be patient. It does not happen overnight. Yes, that's right. People, it doesn't happen overnight. Okay, I'm sure it took you more than a day to mess up your credit if you have bad credit. You know, so it's going to take you more than a day to get good credit, okay, to build up your credit score or get a high credit score. All right. Cornell Mr. Mentor Freeman says the more cards you get at once, your average will be low. Yeah, that's true. The more cards you get at one time meaning in a short period of time. Short period of time would be a month or two. I mean, if you go out and apply for like 3 or 4 in 2 months, I mean, you're really pushing it, you know. So you don't want to do that because it will tank your credit score. It will bring your credit score down a lot of points, okay? And it will keep your credit score down too, okay? Not only will it bring your credit score down, but it will keep your credit score down for a long time, okay? Janelle says, that is so true. Thank you for sharing that. That is an excellent advice, Bob and Cornell. Yes, thank you for recognizing that, Janelle. D. Anderson says, true, I work with doctors at the hospital. One had a 750. I had a 680 last July. U.S. Bank cash plus Visa signature approved me $10,000 and denied him. Yeah, so, you know, that could be that maybe he does not have a strong credit profile. That goes back to my third point where I said building a strong credit profile is very important. Okay, and again, someone with a 750 credit score can get denied for credit, whereas a person with a 680 credit score can get approved for that same credit card. Okay, because the 680 person might have had a stronger credit profile than the person with the 750 credit score. The 750 credit score person probably had, you know, not that great of a credit profile, so they denied him. Okay. Janelle. Oh no. Okay, I passed Janelle. D. Anderson says Citi and Discover. Yes, Citi and Discover are pretty good banks for big banks, you know, to focus on too. But I would focus on them after the Chase cards, okay, unless you just need a secured credit card to build up your credit with. Citi has a secured credit card, okay, or you can shoot for Discover, okay, but As far as Discover is concerned, I think you want to try to get your credit score up a little higher before you try to go apply for a Discover or even a Discover secured credit card too. You want to try to get your credit score up maybe over 660, I would say, just to be safe. Okay. D. Anderson says, yeah, I have two doctors who had Citi and Discover, both graduated to unsecured at MT8 month 8. Okay. Awesome. That's great, D. Anderson. You know, a lot of people have their Discover cards graduated around that time, the 8th month point, or 7 months. Some people 9 months. One person I know of took him 13 months to be graduated. I think it was 14 months. Everyone, please give a warm welcome to Sean P. Entertainment. Welcome back, Sean. We're glad to have you once back again. Sean says, my Capital One credit just reported for the first time and hit me for 16 points. Yeah, that Capital One is notorious, Sean, for hitting people with hard inquiries. Me, myself, I got hit with 4 hard inquiries, okay? Just because I applied for Capital one time. One application, 4 hard inquiries, okay? That's the reason why I don't recommend Capital One Platinum MasterCard, okay? For that reason, and there's other reasons too, you know. I don't recommend that. You know, between the Capital One, Platinum MasterCard, and the Discover, I recommend the Discover to be a first big bank credit card. All right, for building credit. Janelle says, this is the goal of getting these credit cards. Chase and Discover miles. Any advice? Question. So that's a question to you guys. Bob says, if you guys have inquiries on your report and they are not associated with an open account, they can be disputed and removed. Yes, very true. Facts.
I didn't know that. So you can dispute it.
Yeah. Yeah, you can get hard inquiries. Yep, for sure. You can definitely dispute any hard inquiry that you do not have an account with. Okay, you can dispute one that you have an account with, but trust me, you don't want to go there. You don't want to do that because, for one, that creditor that you have the account with, they can close down your account. Okay, and if it's your oldest account that you have, that will not do any good to your credit score. It would actually do a lot of harm to your credit score, drop your credit score by a lot of points. Okay. So you want to, when you dispute in hard inquiries, you want to make sure you dispute hard inquiries that you do not have an account with. Or, you know, to put it another way, you can dispute anything that you don't have an account with when it comes to hard inquiries. Okay.
Okay, I'm doing that tonight.
Let's see what else we have here. D. Anderson says, I have 3 Capone, 2 Quicksilvers, and Walmart MasterCard is now Capone, no longer Synchrony. Oh, okay. Wow, that's interesting. I didn't know they had changed their name. But thank you for sharing that, D. Anderson. D. Anderson says, Chase want to see you have credit for a year with other accounts. Yeah, that's true too. That's why I normally say, you know, when you're shooting for those Chase cards and you're just starting to build credit up, you could start with two credit cards. Okay, they can be 2 secured credit cards. Say one is from Citibank. Citibank has a secured credit card, and say one is from Discover. Right. The Citi is really good because it graduates to something else that can give you better rewards and points. To Discover, it just starts off the back with cash back. Okay, and the Discover, they match that at the end of the year, and then it upgrades to something else that also gives you more cash back, and Discover matches that as well at the end of the year too also as well. And they also have Discover miles. Okay, so those are 2 good cards that you can start off with before the Chase. And you can use those cards to build credit for your first 2 years of building credit. Stay with those cards. And then, after 2 years building credit with those two cards, then you could pretty much sit at home behind your computer one day and apply for like 4 or 5 credit cards in one night and get approved for all of them. Okay? Why? Because you have a strong credit profile now. You've been building credit for 2 years. You have 2 credit cards from big banks. Okay? So there's a lot of stuff you can get approved. By that time, you'd be in the high 700s. You'd be right on the border of an 800 credit score. You'd be probably 5 or 10 points away from an 800 credit score, or less than that. Okay? So, again, that's why I say you don't need a lot of credit cards to get a high credit score. And by that time, yes, you would definitely get approved for a Chase credit card, for sure. Okay, the Chase Preferred. I would say as far as the Chase Preferred, you want to make that after you go for the Amex. You want to go for the American Express card first. Because to qualify for Chase Preferred, you have to have like a $5,000 credit limit. I think that, I'm not sure, don't quote me, but I think that would have to have been your last credit card credit limit. Okay? At least minimum $5,000 credit limit. All right? That's why I say the Chase Freedom Unlimited, and then the American Express, probably Blue Cash Preferred, or if you prefer the gold, then the gold. And then after that, then the Chase Sapphire Preferred. Okay? Because the American Express will give you that high credit limit that you need. Okay, let's see. Any other comment? Sean P. Entertainment says, yeah, I wish I never applied for Capital One. Yeah, me too. I'm right there with you, Sean. We there for sure. Okay, we there. I wish I never applied for Capital One either. That's why Janelle learned from my mistake, and she did not apply for it, for the Capital One, because she doesn't need it. Why does she need a Capital One Platinum MasterCard when she has 4 accounts open? Okay, what's the sense of, there's no cash back, there's nothing, there's no sense of it. Yeah, okay, they might upgrade in a year or 8 months, okay, fine. But by that time, she still doesn't want to apply for it, because what she wants to do is save that slot for a Chase card. It'd be even better, okay? Bob says that is the secret sauce to removing hard inquiries. Yes, Bob. Thank you so much for sharing that, Bob. You have them hard inquiries on there. Why not? Go ahead and dispute it. Make sure they are the ones that are not your open accounts that you have on your credit profile right now. Okay. Janelle says, I don't have the Sage Stream or Lexus.
Bob told me to do that.
Nexus. Oh, yeah, that's simple. They each have a website. LexisNexis has a website, and Sage Stream has a website. I did it. I done it myself when I first started building credit back in October. It's simple. You just go to the LexisNexis website. You go to the Sage Stream website, and you just look for the link. There's a link somewhere over there where you can put a freeze on your profile. Okay, and they would do that. They even sent me confirmation in the mail that they did actually put the freeze on. So, that helps a lot too, because a lot of these, a lot of the credit bureaus, they like to verify with Sage Stream and LexisNexis. And you would think, okay, why don't they try to verify with the creditor, right? But a lot of times they go to the Sage Stream and LexisNexis first. Sean P Entertainment says, well, have a great night. Just wanted to show some love. We really appreciate you showing up today and joining with us, Sean P. You have a good night too also as well. D Anderson says, yes, I'm working on my Discover 5%. Yeah, great card, D Anderson. It's a good card to have for sure. 5% is definitely, that's a lot of cash back for sure. Janelle says, thanks to Sean P. Good to see you stop by. Okay, so what else we have? Bob says, yes, that is super important. Do not dispute inquiries that are attached to open accounts. To also, yeah, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. As a matter of fact, there is further documentation on that. If you go to the My Jewelers website, they go to My Jewelers Club website and go to their How It Works section. I believe it's How It Works, that link, or it's the terms and conditions. And you keep scrolling down, you will see a statement there from My Jewelers Club that says that if you dispute, what does it say? Yeah, if you dispute with them the hard inquiry, that they will just, without no question, they will close and shut down your account. Period. No questions asked. Okay, and that's coming from My Jewelers Club. All right. And a lot of the creditors are the same way. A lot of the banks are the same way too. They will not tolerate that at all. You know, if you have an account with them and then you're gonna go ahead and try to dispute your hard inquiry, say, oh, I never applied for that, and this and that. Yeah, they would just close down your account. Okay, because not only they will also be assuming that, you know, maybe it's you never meant to open that account, okay, with them. All right, because there's a lot of things going on nowadays. I mean, what was it? Equifax just had a huge credit breach, okay, back in 2017. Capital One had one just recently. Hy-Vee had a breach too. A lot of organizations, big, huge corporations are having these security breaches. Okay, and identity theft is real for sure. Okay, and also another thing you want to do when you're first starting to build credit too as well, when you're building this strong credit profile, you want to put a freeze on your credit. Okay, you want to put a freeze on your credit. That will guarantee that it will make it more difficult for you to go out and apply for a whole bunch of credit cards. Okay, that will make it very difficult for you. It would also make it difficult for anyone who, you know, is trying to do identity theft with your credit profile, anything like that, to apply for credit cards in your name either. Also, so while you're building credit, a good idea would be to put a freeze on your credit, you know, with the credit bureaus, okay, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. Okay, and these are times where there's a lot of identity theft going on. Okay, so that might be helpful. I mean, if you know for a fact, you know for sure you don't need a lot of credit cards, okay, to get a high credit score. Maybe you already have 2 credit cards, okay? Why not? Let's put a freeze on your credit. Build up your credit for a year or 2 years, okay? Let's see what else we have here. Yes, the Coin Alley. Everyone, please give a warm welcome to the Coin Alley too also as well. D. Anderson says, I got lucky with Capital One last year. I got 2 Quicksilver MasterCards, 4,000 and 5,500. Yes, for sure. Quicksilver is pretty good. You know, they got, I believe, is that 1.5% cash back, D. Anderson. So yeah, congratulations to you there, D. Anderson. Awesome job. The Coin Alley says credit freeze is a good idea. Is a great idea. I have all my bureaus frozen. Yes, yes. Good job there, Coin Alley. Yeah, so when you're just starting to build credit, and by the way, yeah, when you're just starting to build credit, you want to put a credit freeze on your right after you open those first two credit cards. I would put a credit freeze on there, and don't apply for nothing for at least 1 year, or yeah, I would say at least 1 year. Okay, and 1 year, maybe between 1 and 2 years. All right, and then you go ahead and shoot for your Chase cards, and like I said, the Chase Freedom Unlimited first, the American Express, Blue Cash every day, or the Gold if you prefer the Gold. Okay, and then after that, then the Chase Sapphire Preferred. Okay, and then after that, either the Chase Ink or another Chase card. If you travel a lot, the Sapphire Reserve. Okay. But in the meantime, just open those first two credit cards, stop building credit, put the freeze on, and then just let the credit marinate. Let it marinate for a year or two. Let it marinate. All right. Pink Lady Barbara says hello. Yes, everyone, please say hello to the Coin Alley. Coin Alley has his own YouTube channel, people, and he, talks about credit cards too, also as well. He made a great review on the Apple Card that Janelle and I really liked, and we both gave that video a thumbs up for sure. So people, you definitely want to check out his channel. The Coin Alley, you can go ahead and go over there. Click on his name here, the Coin Alley. Click on go to channel. When you get there, subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. So, for sure. Janelle says, I have 4 inquiries on Experian, 2 Finger Hut, 1 is open. 1 was last year that I didn't open. American Express authorized user. Credit 1, TransUnion. I have 2 inquiries that are Amazon and Walmart. I got denied.
Open.
Walmart?
Yeah, I told you that. I got denied.
Oh.
So I'm not doing Walmart anymore. I did that a couple months ago.
Oh, yeah. We just decided we don't need the Walmart credit card. Because there's it's 1% if you shop in the Walmart store. You get 3% if you shop at Walmart.com. Okay, but there's other cards out there that just blow Walmart out the water. Okay, and I'm not talking about the Amazon credit card either, because we don't shop at Amazon that often. Every once in a while. All right. But we do shop at Walmart a lot every month, okay? But there are other credit cards like the American Express Blue Cash every day, 6% cash back on groceries. Even a Chase card would do better than that Walmart card, right there in Walmart store too. So that's why we don't ever need the Walmart card. All right. Let's see. Did I miss? Okay, D. Anderson says 1.5%. Okay, talking about the Quicksilver. But I barely use them. LOL. NFCU 3 times points on restaurants, 2 times points on gas. U.S. Bank 5%, 2% V6 Signature. Amex Hilton and Gold Delta is used, and Discover 5%. Restaurants. Yeah, so you pretty much sounds like you got everything there you need there, D. Anderson, don't you? I mean, but you're at the stage now where you can apply for as many credit cards as you want, as long as you space them out, I believe your credit score is so high, D. Anderson, that you can pretty much apply for 1 credit card. I would say the best way to go about that is apply for no more than 1 credit card every 4 months. Because anything more than that, you're gonna take a bigger ding in your credit score, But like 1 credit card every 4 months, I think would be good, being that you have a high credit score, D. Anderson. D. Anderson says, yes, I'm chilling now. LOL. I hear you. I hear you. Because, D. Anderson, a lot of people, when they get that high credit score, like you have, or when they've been building credit as long as you have, they want every credit card that's out there. I mean, they want the Apple card. They want everything they see, you know. But I mean, I'm sure their credit scores can get it too. It doesn't matter if they have a high credit score. Their credit score can be lowered a lot too by applying for all them credit cards in a short amount of time. So even if they have a high credit score, it would take a lot more, right, for them to lose a lot of points on their credit score. But I've seen it happen. A lot of, that mainly happens to people who they just, get tempted very easily by every credit card that they see. But if you stick to the rule, follow the rules of credit, you'll be fine. One credit card every 4 months with someone with a high credit score, that's perfect. D. Anderson says, I get only what I like and fit my style. Absolutely. That's another thing, people, you want to, if you're thinking about getting a credit card, then you want to think about, if you really need that credit card. Why do you want that credit card? And, does that credit card fit your way of life? Okay. If you don't shop at that particular store a lot, then why do you want to get that store credit card? Those are things that you want to think about. Okay, you get the credit cards based on what you need and what fits your lifestyle and your spending habits. Okay, so what'd you say, Janelle?
You read the Coin Alley.
Oh, sorry about that, Coin Alley. Yeah, the Coin Alley said the Walmart card isn't that great, but we'll be getting some new rewards come this fall once Capital One starts using those cards. Wow. Thank you for the update there, Coin Alley. What you saying, Janelle?
I'm trying to understand what he means.
No, he's saying Walmart is going to be getting better benefits soon.
Okay.
Right? And
when Capital One start issuing those cards, meaning.
So Coin Alley, are you saying that Capital One is going to team up with Walmart and put out a new credit card? Is that what you're saying? Kind of like what Chase is doing with Amazon. Coin Alley says, I've gotten 3 new cards in the last 3 months, but only one of those required a hard inquiry. Interesting. So that sounds like American Express. Was any of those American Express cards, Coin Alley? D. Anderson says, yes, I have the Walmart MasterCard as well. Okay, D. Anderson has that Walmart card that we saw, Janelle. All right. So, basically, that third point of the topic, we covered building a strong credit profile is very important. Now, the fourth point that I want to make concerning our topic for today's live stream is that anyone can get a high credit score. Okay? Anyone can get a high credit score. Banks, they know this, right? And so they deny credit to a lot of people who have high credit scores. So don't just think, people, that having a high credit score is so very important. And because you have a high credit score, you cannot get denied for credit. No. A lot of people have gotten denied for credit, either because of having too many hard inquiries or not having credit long enough, okay, or maybe missing one payment, or whatever the situation is, maybe not having a strong credit profile, okay, but banks deny credit to a lot of people with high credit scores, okay, and mainly the reason is because, the banks know that anyone can get a high credit score. Okay, but if you so mainly what you want to do when you're starting to build up credit, right? You want to build up a strong credit profile. Okay, a strong credit profile. How long is let me ask you guys this, right? And I'm going to answer this, okay? This question. How long is an account considered new? Okay, I'm going to let you guys think about that question, and then I'm going to answer it, right? How long is an account considered new? I'm talking about a credit account, all right, that goes on your credit report. Okay, so basically, an account is considered new, right, for 1 year. For 1 year, an account is considered new. Okay, so if you have a credit card, say, it could be a Capital One, a Discover card, it could be whatever it is, a Citi card, a First Premier card, Credit One, whatever you have on your credit profile, Walmart, MasterCard, whatever it is you have on your credit profile, it's considered new for 1 year. Okay, for 1 year, it's considered new. Also, as well, during that year after you applied for that card, the points you will lose from your credit score, you will not see them for that period of that 1 year. Okay? But they will stay on your credit report for 2 years. Your hard inquiries will stay on for 2 years. Some people have said that they disappear from your credit report profile after 1 year. But on my credit report, I have two. I think there's 2 hard inquiries that are over 1 year old that have not disappeared. They're still there, okay? I've gotten the points back on my credit score that were taken away because of those hard inquiries, because those 2 hard inquiries are now over 1 year old. Okay, so an account is considered new for 1 year. Okay, so that's something you guys want to think about. All right, when you're trying to apply for a credit card, say for a big bank, right? It could be a Chase card, right? It could be a card that's has a lot of points, rewards. Maybe a tier 2 or tier 3 credit card. You want to think about that. An account is considered new for 1 year. Okay? So that means if you're trying to apply for those cards, like especially a Chase card, that means you definitely want to have some credit cards on your credit profile that have over 1 year of building credit on it, okay, of credit history, before you even apply for that card. There's some banks will just flat out deny you if you don't have that on your credit profile. Okay, that's part of building a strong credit profile. Because it's not all about high credit scores, people. It's also, that's just half, that's only half of the ingredients. Okay, that's only half of the ingredients. The other half is building a strong credit profile. That's the other half. When you put the 2 together, now you formed a good, opportunity for yourself to get approved for just about anything out there. Okay. Okay, so that was the third point for this topic, which was anyone can get a high credit scores. Okay. And the fourth point I want to make about this topic is after building credit with only 2 credit cards, you will be able to apply for 5 credit cards in 1 day from big banks and get approved for all of them. Yeah, you can do this on one night at home sitting behind your computer. All right. So that is the power of building a strong credit profile. That's the power of it. All right. So being that I already mentioned that, in another point, I'm going to move on to the next point. of this topic. And basically, you want to have enough credit cards. Okay, this is the fifth point, number 5, I believe it is. Have enough credit cards that you can keep track of and optimize your rewards at the same time, paying them off in full each month. Okay, so how many credit cards should you have, right? Well, how many credit cards is too much, right? Too many credit cards would be the amount of credit cards that would lower your credit score, that would hurt your credit score. That's what I would say. Okay. Too many credit cards would be having so many credit cards that you lock yourself out of Chase 524, or you put yourself in Chase 524 prison. All right. Too many credit cards would be having more than 5 inquiries within 2 years. And you know you have too many credit cards. All right. So basically, as long as you can keep track of these credit cards, then that's enough. Right? If you have so many credit cards that you cannot remember the due dates, so you cannot remember the statement closing dates, you just have a hard time keeping track of all of them, then you already know you have too many credit cards. Okay? If there are some credit cards on your credit profile that are newer, say you have maybe one that's 1 month old, one that's 2 months old, one that's 3 months or 4 months old, and the total age of your credit, your average age of credit says 1 year and 6 months, then you know you can close some of those accounts. You know, especially if your credit utilization was already 0% or 1% before you applied for those credit cards, you can close them. You can close all of those new ones. And I'm sure you can look at your credit profile, look at your score. It will probably go back up to where it was before you applied for those 4 credit cards.
Or past a little more. No, look.
Okay, I think I missed on some of these.
Coin Alley.
Oh, okay. Coin Alley, thank you so much for that $19.99 super chat. I really appreciate you there, Coin Alley. Thank you so much for that. And Coin Alley says, thanks for your contribution to the community. You're very welcome, Coin Alley, and thank you so much for all your support. Really appreciate you too also as well. D. Anderson says, he said because he has a known reputation of paying in full, plus they watch him on YouTube as well. He knows some people in their underwriting department. Okay, D. Anderson, what are you referring to the video I was talking about, the Credit Shifu video?
You missed. You need to go back up.
I need to go back up, Janelle says. Okay, so I must have missed someone's comment.
It said I've gotten 3 new cards.
Okay. Oh, okay, yeah. The Coin Alley has said, I've gotten 3 new cards in the last 3 months, but only one of those required a hard inquiry. Yes, so I was thinking of American Express. Is it because you had applied through the American Express ecosystem? Coin Alley says, yes, Lyndon, one of those is an American Express card. The other one was a PenFed pre-approval. Okay, awesome. Good job there, Coin Alley. D. Anderson says, also, some banks don't like for you to pay in full, so some don't approve you. Yeah, I would imagine that, D. Anderson, because when you pay in full, the bank doesn't make any money. Sometimes everybody just wants a little piece, you know, or they say a little taste, you know. And the bank, maybe the bank just sees, well, we're not going to make any money off of this guy, you know, but still, you know, I think it's good. It's still good to pay off your credit cards in full. If you want to leave 1%, on one card, yeah, you can. But I would recommend just paying them off in full. There is a lot of requirements that these big banks have. Okay. And they don't tell you all of this stuff. Okay. You learn a lot from crowdsourcing. All right. From, people who have applied to these cards. Right. You learn a lot more from them than you do from the actual big banks. Okay. Coin Alley says it's good. Just activated the physical card today. I'll have a video that I'll probably post about that.
Talking about Apple Card.
Oh, you're talking about the Apple Card. Yeah. We're waiting for you to receive your Apple Card there, Coin Alley, so that way you can make a video about that. Yeah. I'm sure that'll be another awesome video there. D. Anderson says, Ask Sebi said Capital One won't approve him at all. Wow. That's interesting that Ask Sebi, I know he has a high credit score and he has a strong credit profile too. Also,
about down on the bottom.
Capital One won't approve him. Wow, that's
UTY.
Very interesting. I think I need to DM Ask Sebi or something. Ask Sebi, what's up with that? Why won't Capital One?
He told you on that.
Okay, Janelle says, yeah, we will be looking out for that video at Coin Alley. Yes, for sure. Okay, D. Anderson says he said because he has a known reputation of paying in full. Plus, they watch him on YouTube as well. He knows some people in their underwriting department. Wow, that's interesting there, D. Anderson. Thanks for sharing that.
After he said, it said...
What's that, Janelle?
After say... Go to one that said D. Anderson said to me, he said it on his collar with...
What? Talk.
Go.
I'm listening.
Well, you keep going.
Where? I'm at the bottom.
What it said to me.
No, that one's for you, right? He said it's on his collab
Gabby.
video with Trip Astute. Oh, okay. Thanks for sharing that, D. Anderson. Okay, I definitely want to look at that video for sure. I definitely got to watch that video with Ask Sebi. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Yeah. So a lot of banks, yeah, they do have so many reasons for denying people. And unfortunately, I mean, a lot of people on YouTube, a lot of YouTubers with big YouTube channels, by the way, are talking about a recession coming up. And, I was trying not to talk about this, especially not in our live stream, but there's so many people talking about it now. It's just becoming more and more and more of a widely talked about topic. Okay, people are making a lot of videos on YouTube about this now. So I'm sure that a lot of these banks are going to get more strict on requirements for applying to credit cards. Okay, and they're saying that it's possible a recession could come by the end of 2021. Okay, so people, you definitely want to get your credit profiles right. You want to get your credit right, sure. And we probably do a video about that too, sometime in the near future.
Coin Alley.
Okay, the Coin Alley says 3% back on super chats with your Apple Card.
Hey, Coin Alley.
Wow. Okay, Coin Alley. Well, we're glad. We're more than happy to help you out with that for sure. Yeah, I'm glad you're earning cash back on that too, as well. I'm waiting for them to come out with the Android credit card. No, I'm just kidding.
What?
The Android credit card.
There's not one out yet.
But
I know.
there's not one out yet.
I wish.
But I'm sure they probably will come out with one because
It'd be nice.
Android and Apple, Android and iPhone, they just keep going at it. You know, Android now has the 10 Galaxy 10, and iPhone has iPhone 10 too. You know, so when there's a 11 Android, there's a iPhone 11 too. So they're just gonna keep going at it. Um, D. Anderson says, yeah, yes, banks are getting stingy. Capital One are stingy with credit limit increases. Yeah, and I believe, if what a lot of these economists are saying, if this is true, if we are going to experience another recession in the end of 2021, then a lot of banks are going to get more and more stingy with credit limit increases. The requirements are going to get more. They're going to get more stricter with requirements, things of that nature. Pretty much, the banks are going to pretty much hold on to their money more. That's what they're going to do. A lot of people are going to be holding on to their money more. You know, the Coin Alley says Samsung will probably get FOMO and try to get into the credit card business.
What?
Yeah,
Samsung's
yeah,
one of my favorites.
yeah. Samsung is one of my favorites too, Janelle. Yeah, that would be awesome if they do that. I'm sure they'll get tons of customers, lots of customers there. Okay, so my next point here that I want to make with today's topic is, okay, so basically, when it comes to a lot of credit cards or having a lot of credit cards, they can hurt your score because here are 4 ways they can hurt your score. Okay, having too many payments to keep up with. Okay, adding too many cards in a short period of time, and also lacking credit diversity. Okay, it's referring to the credit mix. Okay, a credit mix is 10% of your credit scores. Okay, so you just definitely want to keep that in mind too, also as well. And also, it can put you at risk of having a higher utilization, which will lower your credit score too, also as well, if you cannot keep up with your payments because you have too many credit cards. All right. Now, here are some good reasons for getting more credit cards. Okay. Number 1 would be getting low interest rate, right? That'd be a good reason to get a credit card. It has a very low interest rate. Or transferring a balance to a 0% interest card. That's another good reason for getting more credit cards too, also as well. And the third one is obtaining better perks and better rewards. That's another good reason for getting more credit cards too, also. And the fourth reason would be adding available credit. Okay, that's also a good reason too. So a lot of these things you want to consider what is best for you and your situation. What do you need? What are your spending habits? What stores do you frequent? That will tell you what kind of credit cards that you should apply for in the future. Also, how often you travel. That would tell you, whether or not you should get the Chase Sapphire Preferred or you should shoot for this Chase Sapphire Reserve. Okay. So there you have it. So basically, what we've covered in review, okay, on today's topic, again, which was how to get an 800 credit score. How many credit cards should I have? What is considered too many? Okay. And the first point was don't worry about cash back and travel miles points while you're building your credit. Also, second point was you don't need a lot of credit cards to get excellent credit and a high credit score. Okay. Also, next point was building a strong credit profile is very important, all right? And anyone can get a high credit score, and banks, they know this, so they don't approve everyone who has a high credit score. They're looking for so much more than that, much more than a high credit score, okay? Next point was, after building credit with only 2 credit cards, you'll be able to apply for 5 credit cards in one day from big banks and get approved for all of them. Okay. And the next point was, have enough credit cards that you can keep track of. All right. And still optimize your points and rewards at the same time. How having a lot of credit cards can hurt your credit score. Too many payments to keep up with. Utilization too high. It can raise your utilization too high if you can't keep up with them. Adding too many credit cards in a short period of time. Lacking credit diversity. Reasons to get more credit cards were getting a low interest rate, transferring your balance to a 0% interest card, obtaining better perks or rewards, and also adding on available credit. Now, adding on available credit, that would be significant. I mean, only if that would help your credit card utilization. But if it will not help your credit card utilization, like in my situation, right, with my spending and Janelle's spending too also as well, if I got an offer, say for a $15,000 credit card right now, pre-approval, I mean, my utilization is already either 0% or 1% right now. If I add this credit card, it's not going to really benefit me too much because I'm not going to increase my spending. Okay, I'm not going to increase my spending just because I have this $15,000 credit limit credit card, right? So what's the point of even getting it, right? What's the point? I mean, just to lower my credit score, so now I go from a 746 down to maybe a 736, just by lowering my average age of accounts. I mean, to me, it doesn't make any sense. Okay, so that's why my credit is marinating right now. All right. Janelle says, never know what's coming out soon or in the future with these credit cards, and here bonus cash and etc. Okay.
Skip JD Colin.
Okay, JD Colin says, for the life of me, I can't understand why anyone got the Apple Card. JD, I don't know. I don't know either, because the Apple Cards is really not a. Let me see. What bank is that from? Synchrony. What is it? Synchrony Bank? I don't remember exactly. I didn't apply for it, but I don't believe Apple Card is a big bank. Okay, for one. For number two, Apple Card is pretty much just taking up a slot. You know, that can be taken, that can be used for a Chase credit card. For number two. For number three, even if someone buys a lot of Apple products, they may be better off with a Chase card than an Apple card. Either way, maybe. I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about the Apple benefits. But I could be wrong. I mean, Coin Alley, please correct me if I'm wrong on that. But I don't see. I think a lot of people apply for it because it's a very attractive looking app that they have. It seems like it's very transparent, right? It seems like it's very transparent. Also, as far as it, very informational, as far as it's telling you how much interest you can expect to pay by making a certain payment. Okay, compared to just paying it off. It's style. It's style where it goes around in a circle. It's kind of different, than my pedal card, where my pedal card, the bar goes from left to right. It also tells you how many interests that how much interest I can expect to pay if I don't pay it off in full. Like say if my balance is $1,000, if I only paid say 800 or 900, it'll show me exactly how much interest, right, that I will pay for doing that. But it's definitely a unique style that Apple Card has came up with. Um,
Read the one
and
that the Cornelius said to me. Right underneath JD.
yeah, let me see which one did I. Oh, okay. Janelle made another one comment. Janelle says on the Amex, I'm thinking of the blue one. Yeah, the blue cash every day. Yeah, card. D. Anderson says Chase just changed the Freedom Unlimited from 3% the first year back to a sign up bonus. Yeah, I saw that video too. D. Anderson and I believe the guy that made the video, he said that Chase instead went back to 1.5% cashback on everything and a $200 sign on bonus.
Read about what
D. Anderson says Goldman Sachs. Yes, Goldman Sachs. Yeah, that's right. That's who Apple Card is with, Goldman Sachs. D. Anderson says huge bank. Yes, for sure. Definitely huge bank. Got Goldman Sachs.
read what the Cornelius said to me
Oh, what the Coin Alley said to you?
about
You know?
yeah, look. When I said something about
Look
every
at
time
this.
I
Oh,
get
okay. Coin Alley said to Janelle, did you decide to pull the trigger on Capone?
Capital One.
Oh, Capital One invitation. I don't know why I'm
She's
thinking
getting
about
those in
Capone.
the mail.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did pull the trigger. No, she did not pull the trigger on that one because we took a vote. We took a vote. We had a live stream
But don't
about that topic too also, and we had numerous votes. Let me see. I still have a record of that. The voting. I wrote down
I don't want to deal with
a
the
lot of the votes. Let me see. Did I vote? We had over 10 votes.
yeah.
Unanimously said no. Janelle should not apply for the Capital One Platinum MasterCard. She should wait for more better offers to come her way, and also that she should save that opening for a Chase card. You know, everyone agreed. So it was a unanimous decision. Janelle, she didn't go with it. So, let's see what else we have. D. Anderson says Freedom Unlimited, 1.5% cash back on everything on Freedom, 5% rotating categories. Yeah, awesome.
So I asked him which case would be better for me to start on. He said Freedom.
Yeah, that's what I was telling everybody, Janelle, that the Freedom Unlimited be better for Janelle to start off with as a first Chase card.
Because he said the Anderson said up here that you get Chase card, then Discover, and then one Amex. And that's why I said Discover Miles I want to get, and Amex Blue card.
Yeah, I mean, you could, Janelle, you could do it either way. You could do Discover first, then
No, but I want to be in a
Freedom, then Chase Freedom Unlimited, and then American Express Blue Cash, and then Chase Sapphire Preferred.
yeah. That's what he's
Yeah,
saying.
because for the Chase Sapphire Preferred, you're gonna need a credit card with a $5,000 limit. I believe it has to be your most recent credit card too. So being that's why you would apply for the Amex after the Freedom Unlimited. So that way that will set you up to get approved for the Chase Sapphire Preferred after that. So it would be Discover, then Chase Freedom Unlimited, then American Express Blue Cash every day, then Chase Sapphire Preferred. Let's see, where are we at in the comments? D. Anderson says, yes, Proud Money had a video. Yeah, that was the video that I saw. D. Anderson, it was from him, where he talked about that too also as well, how Chase changing, the sign-up bonus and changing the cash back and everything like that. I believe he said that they were giving a lot of competition to Discover, but now Discover's happy because Chase did that. Um, but I don't know. Chase has their own reasons for doing that. Maybe Chase just decided that people just wasn't going for it. Just wasn't going for it. Um, and so they went back to the $200 bonus and the 1.5% cash back. Let's see where we have. Okay, Coinally says, I like the Apple Card because it makes everything seamless with the wallet app. I use Apple Pay frequently, so that's 2% cash back. I also use Uber frequently, so I like the 3% cash back. Yeah, see? So that that's awesome there, Coinally. That's why that's a good reason for applying for more cards. And that goes back to our topic that we're talking about today, reasons for applying for more cards, right? And one of those reasons was to obtain better perks or rewards, right? So if you feel that you're getting better perks or rewards, then why not? Go for the Apple Card. So that all depends on your spending habits. So according to Coinally, he uses Apple Pay frequently. He uses Uber. Um, so he feels that he can benefit more from the Apple Card. So that's a good reason to apply for that card. But if you just simply don't if you're like Janelle and I, then you don't want to apply for the Apple Card at all. All right. Because we're Android people. We're Team Android over here. We probably never had, I don't know if Janelle has, but I know I probably never had an Apple product in my life. Okay. And I just don't know what it is about Apple. As far as iPhones are concerned, I mean, even at work, right? I see people with iPhones, and a lot of the people I've seen with iPhones on my job, they got a big crack across their screen on their cell phone. Why it is, I don't know. But I just don't see myself ever buying an iPhone. D. Anderson says, thumbs up. Yes.
About what were you talking about, Chase?
What doing? Oh, what we were talking about, how you should building your credit profile, Janelle. Oh, yeah. Okay, thank you for that, D. Anderson. So let's see, how many people do we have in here right now? It seems like we have 10 people. Janelle, we have 10 people in here right now? 10? There 10 people?
11. We had 19.
Oh, we had 19 people before. Okay, so people, everyone, if you're in here, we'd appreciate it if you hit the thumbs up button. It really helps the channel out a lot. It sends that message to Google, to YouTube, or Google. Well, YouTube is owned by Google, but it sends a strong message out to YouTube. Helps YouTube promote this video better. So hit the thumbs up, people, if you haven't already. Okay, D. Anderson says Freedom Unlimited, they approved at $650 and up. Yeah, I would believe that. So that goes without saying, back to having a strong profile, people. A lot of these creditors like Chase, a lot of those big banks like Citi, okay, a lot of those big banks, they will approve people with lower credit scores if they have a strong credit profile. Okay. So that's why having a strong credit profile is so important. And that's also why we go into other live streams and we talk to each other and we hear people say, hey, I just got approved for that American Express card, and I only had a 620, man. And another person in the same live chat said, yeah, I applied for the same credit card, man. I got denied, and I have a 700 and whatever credit score. The reason it may be because, one person don't have a strong credit profile and one does. Okay.
Darn Sorry. I was laughing at JD.
Okay, let's see what else we have here. Coin Alley says American Express Blue Cash Preferred. What'd you say?
Coin Alley.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Damn it.
Also offers 3% cash back on transportation, but comes with a $95 annual fee. Okay. Thanks for sharing that, Coin Alley. Yeah, so the annual fee, somebody had broken that down in the video I watched yesterday, and it came out to about $8 a month, right? So, and they were saying, I think it was Brian Jung, and he was saying that if you could pay for Netflix every month, you could pay $10 or $11 a month for Netflix, then you could pay $8 a month for American Express Blue Cash Preferred. Okay, it kind of makes sense to me too. Janelle says my FICO scores are 614 in Experian FICO, TransUnion 770 FICO, and Equifax 657 FICO. Yeah, that's true. Because Janelle, she's still disputing her Experian. Right now, she's up to disputing her Experian, and she got one. You got one deleted, right?
One is off.
Okay, she got one collection deleted, and you got two more left.
Waiting on the other.
And she's waiting on the other two to get deleted from Experian. So Experian's going to be updating her credit score pretty soon. So Equifax is
I have to write a letter.
she's gonna have to write a letter to Equifax to dispute that one.
Because it can't do it on it.
It is kind of difficult disputing online. So she's gonna write a letter to dispute that one. But as soon as she gets all of those disputed and deleted, just like the TransUnion, then all of them will be close around the same. But I know her TransUnion is 770 on the FICO score, but I believe that her Experian and her Equifax will be a little higher than her TransUnion. Once everything is done, once all the collections are deleted off of there.
In my inquiries.
No, once your collections are deleted, not your inquiries. Once your collections are deleted, your credit score should be a little higher than your TransUnion. Okay, your inquiries, if you get your inquiries deleted also, Janelle, then your credit score will go up a little because of a little more because of that too, because I think you have like you have the Amazon, right, that you don't have an account with, and you also have, let's see, what else do you have? Walmart. Yeah, Walmart hard inquiries. So those two hard inquiries you could definitely get deleted, and that's worth about 10 points, maybe 10 or 12 points maximum, I think. Maybe it might be worth a little more points than that because Janelle is new to credit, very, very new to credit. She only been building credit for about 3.5 or 4 months now. So those hard inquiries are worth a lot of points to her. It can be worth maybe, I would say, probably between 6 to 8 points for those. No, between 12 to 14 points for just those two hard inquiries, the Amazon and the Walmart hard inquiry. So yeah, she could definitely benefit from getting those two hard inquiries deleted. Cornell, Mr. Mentor Freeman says, I'm still here with the cool shades, keeping it 100. Spreading the love and the thumbs up. Thank you so much for that, Coin Alley. Really appreciate that. Too also as well. Janelle says, glad you're still here. Cornell says, thumbs up. Yes, thumbs up, everyone. Please give the thumbs up. Smash that thumbs up button. Janelle gives a thumbs up. Pink Lady says, okay.
Read that.
Okay. Janelle said I missed one from JD.
To me, read that.
JD Colon at Janelle says, get on the mic.
That'll be Linda and Becky.
Linda needs a break. um,
At on the next live video, I will be on it with you.
oh, okay. On the next, yeah, Janelle wants to be on here with me on the next live stream. So
I didn't want to be on it today.
Pink Ladies is hang in there with Equifax, Janelle. Yeah, Janelle, definitely hang in there with Equifax. Equifax is a little more complicated with their system than the Experian is. So that's why Janelle's going to do the Equifax last as far as disputing those collections. Okay, so now what we like to do is recognize everyone that have contributed, commented, raised questions, etc. here in today's live stream. Too also as well. Yeah, Janelle has the list of everyone who have commented here tonight. Also, what I want to do is say a special thank you to... Okay, if there's anyone in here from the Cream Team, I want to say a special thank you to you guys for coming. Bob is from the Cream Team. Thank you so much, Bob. Cream Team, you're always welcome here in our live stream chat too also as well. So a special thank you to the Cream Team. Special thank you as well to Spence Eccles. Spence Eccles, thank you so much for joining us tonight in this live stream too also as well. Special thank you to Cliff Peters. Cliff Peters, welcome back. Thank you for joining again. I also want to say a special thank you to Ronald Anderson. Ronald, really appreciate you. We're very grateful that you're able to be with us once again. Special thank you to Jimmy Cave. Jimmy, it's a pleasure to have you with us tonight. Special thank you as well to Dee Anderson. Special thank you to Luis Mejia. Luis Mejia, thank you for joining us in tonight's live stream. Really appreciate you. Special thank you to Jonathan Upshaw. Jonathan, welcome back once again. Thank you for joining. Special thank you as well to Pink Lady Barber. Pink Lady Barber, thank you so much for joining us in another live stream. Special thank you to Jason Van Hughes. Congratulations, Jason, on a new deal. Yeah, I know you're closing in a few days, I believe. A couple of days, 2-3 days, something like that. Good job, Jason. Special thank you to Linda Constanita for joining us tonight. Really appreciate you too also as well. And a special thank you to Bodyguard 856. Thank you for joining us once again, Bodyguard. Really appreciate you. Special thank you to our new person of the night, Positively Positive. Positively, thank you so much for joining. We appreciate you. Thank you for joining us in our live stream. You are always welcome to join us in our live streams too also as well. We appreciate you. Special thank you to JD Colon. JD Colon, thank you for joining. Special thank you to Bob from Cakeology. Thank you so much for joining us, Bob. We really appreciate you too also as well. And people, you definitely want to check out Bob's channel. It's called Cakeology. So you can get to his channel by clicking on his name, Cakeology, here in the chat. And then when you click on Cakeology, click on Go to Channel. When you get to his channel, click Subscribe. And then hit the bell notification there too also as well. Bob and I plan to do a collaboration soon. We just haven't come up with a date yet.
And me too.
And Janelle. And we just haven't come up with a date yet because Janelle and I are trying to figure out one more thing that is a feature of the software that we're using to do the collab. All right. And then we'll be ready to go with that collab with Bob. Special thank you to also as well to Juan Martinez. Juan Martinez, thank you for joining us in another live stream. We really appreciate you and welcome back. Special thank you as well to Cornell, Mr. Mentor Freeman, the first and the last, maybe, the first person to join our live stream was Cornell. Joined the live stream hours ago. I believe it was like 6 or 7 hours ago when we first scheduled it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you didn't know Janelle, but
No.
he was he was the first person to
He
comment.
always is sometimes.
Yeah, normally he's always the first one. We really appreciate that, dear Cornell, and we appreciate that you were still with us after 2 hours of being on here. Too also as well.
He's wanna let us know he's here.
Special thank you to also as well to Sneaky25. Welcome back, Sneaky. We really appreciate you as well. And a special thank you to Sean P. Entertainment. Sean P.
Oh my God.
Thank you so much for joining too also as well, Sean P. We really appreciate you too also as well. Looks like we got another super chat, people. A super chat from Ronald Anderson. Ronald Anderson, thank you so much for that $10 super chat, Ronald. Really appreciate you, giving of your hard-earned money there. Really appreciate that, Ronald. Goes a long way. Those super chats, it really goes a long way to helping out the channel too also as well, because as you guys know, YouTube really doesn't pay that much money for making videos here. They pay like little, almost close to nothing. So that does help the channel out a lot, tremendously. So thank you so much, Ronald, for that $10 super chat too also as well. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to mention to people is that if you've had any good credit news this week since our last live stream, definitely let us know inside of the comments. Again, if you've had any good credit news this week, let us know inside of the comments. Maybe you've had a credit score increase, or you got it approved for something that you've been, planning for a long time. Like Jason. Jason got approved, getting ready to close on a mortgage in a couple days. Any good credit news, let us know inside of the comments. Ronald Anderson says, waiting for you to do the show on the new trade lines, primary trade lines. Yeah, he's talking about the new trade lines that recently came out. Some of those are not from the big banks, but it doesn't matter. I still make those videos about them too also as well. I'm just making those videos is really not for everyone to apply for it. You know what I mean? But it's just good to know, about them. Like the credit stacks. We made that video in case any of you have not seen that video. Is here on his channel. It's credit stacks is just mainly a credit card that gives a $5,000 credit limit. As far as I know, a lot of people have gotten denied for that card for whatever reason. But from what I've seen, they prefer people who are new to the country, to apply. So I haven't seen anyone who's an actual citizen get approved, for the card. But that doesn't mean that that doesn't exist, that there is no citizens getting approved. What is that, Janelle?
I wrote it down.
You wrote it down? Oh, okay. Good. Janelle wrote that down. Great. Awesome. Yeah. So credit stacks is one of the new ones. We already made a video about that one, but there is a few other new ones. I think maybe one or two that I know about, but we definitely, Janelle and I, is going to go digging and look for some of those we'll probably make some more, make a video about them too also. Because a lot of you know already that, this week on vacation from work. Yeah, I went on vacation Saturday, and I'll be on a vacation till September 3rd when I go back to work. So I had planned on doing a lot of videos this week actually, but it didn't turn out that way. I actually only made one short video about 3 minutes long about Self-Lender changing their name to Self. And this video here, today's live stream. And that's because, I mean, I know I plan on making a lot, but, things happen. I end up getting allergies. And I don't know, maybe it's the weather or something, and I just been sneezing a lot, and I haven't been doing anything as far as making any extra videos, besides tonight's live stream, so it's really been tough for me to do that, but I'm starting to get a little better. I'm starting to feel a little better as of today. I started feeling a lot better, and I haven't been sneezing as much. And I plan on doing some more videos before next Wednesday's live stream. And everyone, in case you didn't know, we do live streams every Wednesday at 8:15 p.m. Central Time. Okay. Pink Lady Barber says, Lyndon, any idea on which installment loan you're going to go for in November? I want to say probably the Credit One. Yeah, probably.
Credit One?
No, not Credit One. What am I talking about? Not Credit One.
Credit Strong.
Credit Strong. Credit Strong, that's right. The Credit Strong. In November. It's probably going to be the Credit Strong. Why? Because Credit Strong, it's easy to get approved for. Not only that, but they pay interest. Their account pays interest. Plus I believe their account pays dividends too also as well. So it's kind of like a step up from the Self. I got to say Self now. I can't say Self-Lender anymore because they changed the name to Self. So it's a step up from having the Self, okay? And you kind of get more bang for your money with the Credit Strong, because for the same price that I would pay for a $1,700 loan with Self-Lender or Self, I would get a $2,000 loan with Credit Strong. And it would be cheaper than their $1,700 loan with Self. So that's another reason why I'm going to go with Credit Strong. I do not want to apply for a car loan or anything like that right now, because I want my credit score to get higher, and also I want my credit profile to be built up more, because I just started building credit in October. Okay. So I want both parts, both pieces put together. I want the strong credit profile, and I want the high credit score too also as well. I want both of them. Okay, that way I can get the lowest payments on a car loan when I do apply for a car loan. Cornell says, I'm in the garden, y'all. Yeah, I'm right there with you. My credit's marinating. I'm marinating my credit, Cornell. Yeah, mine's marinating. It's probably going to be marinating until July 2021. Yeah, about July 2021, at least April. At least April or May 2021, for sure. So I don't plan for applying for anything.
I'm gonna be sure you don't.
Yeah, Janelle's right there to make sure that I don't. So see what else we have here. Cornelli says Credit One.
You said Credit One.
Yeah, I meant to say Credit Strong. Yeah.
Somebody likes to jump on and say hi.
Who? Okay, he can jump on and say hi. The Coin Alley says, take Dwayne with you in the garden. Yeah, Coin Alley.
Definitely.
I would love to take Dwayne with me, but you know, I don't know if Dwayne's probably gonna. I don't know. You know, I don't know if he's willing to come with me in the garden. I can't force him, right? I mean, he's right now enjoying the Apple Card that he just got right now. So,
Say hi to everybody.
um, I hope he'll be okay for a while. You know, because you know, I mean, but it is what it is. You know, somebody wants to say hi to everyone. Okay, that's Panda Bear here. He's
Panther,
saying
remember the Panther from Pink Lady
hi to
Barber.
everyone, and you know, hope
I'm
you
getting
guys
so-
had a good week. That's Panda. He's getting big. He is getting so big. I mean, if you guys have seen him when we got him, he was only 2 months old, and he was a tiny little thing. I mean, he was like about this big or so, about that big when we got him. And now, look, if you look at him now, he's like huge.
He's gonna be 1 next month. I mean, 1 year
He's
old
gonna
next
be
month.
1 year old next month too. So he says hi to all of y'all too.
I'm not worried about Bridget.
Pink Lady Barber says, Lyndon, my car lease is up in April. I hope to switch it to a home loan. Okay, yeah. I mean that sounds very doable for sure. So a home loan, yeah. Next April.
Next year.
April. Okay. Yeah.
That'd
Well,
be good.
that sounds like a good thing, you know, for
Yeah.
sure. And then maybe, you know, if you, you know, after you close, then maybe we could have you on the show too, Pink Lady. Okay. Who else do we have here? The Coin Alley says, "Hey, handsome boy, you hear that, Panda?" Coin Alley says you're handsome there.
And look what Pink Lady says.
Pink Lady says, "Panda the Panther." Yeah, he kind of does look like a panther, though. I mean,
God, look at that.
he's just so
Long
big. I
tail.
mean, his tail is like huge.
Look at
Yeah, that's his tail there. See his tail?
He's gonna get you.
Got a huge tail. He doesn't like me grabbing his tail
It's
too
hot.
much,
Look
but
at his head, it's so big.
his head's so big, and
Look how heavy he is.
it's a big boy. He's getting heavier too. Yeah.
He's about what? 15 pounds? 10 pounds?
Nah, he's about 15, almost
10?
20 pounds.
Okay.
Because he eats so much. You know, here you go.
He wants to go back.
Oh, he wants to go back.
I don't know. You can hold him. He can meow at you.
Yeah, I know. Cornell Mr. Mentor Freeman says, oh, flexes 100 in the cool shades. Yes, for sure. Keeping it cool. All right, people. So thank you so much for joining tonight in another live stream. And again, our regular scheduled live stream is every Wednesday at 8:15 p.m. Central Time. And if you're interested in learning how to build credit, how to increase your credit score, build credit to travel the world for free, lines of credit, loans, business and personal, too, also as well, car loans at the lowest payments, mortgages at the lowest payments. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell for notifications too, also as well. Select all notifications. That way you'll never miss a single video as we make them here on this channel. The links to follow me are on the screen or in the about section of this channel. Join our Patreon. The link is in the about section of this channel, also on the screen here. To email me, the link is at the bottom of this page too, also as well. You could email me at lyndonbaptiste@gmail.com. So thank you so much for joining tonight. Coin Alley says, hey, gets along with your other cat. Yeah, they do get along, but they have two different personalities. Yeah, this is Bridget.
This is a pain in the
She's
butt.
kind of jumpy. She don't like me to hold her too long.
She don't like to be held.
She don't like to be held. Like, she's not
Not
like
even
Panda at all. I mean, you hold her for like 3 seconds and she's already like kicking and screaming and stuff.
He's a baby.
But
He's a-
Panda's a big baby, big bear, you know, so he likes to cuddle and he likes
Be
to
held.
to be held and picked
Petted.
up, petted, and all. He's he's the one that needs that asks for a lot more attention
He's
you
more
know.
than my shadow. He's my
too also as well. So thank you so much, people, for joining, and be safe, stay blessed, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Until then,
Good night, everyone.
good night. See you then.